Hello and welcome back to me and my screwdriver, the only channel that is 7 days late to this battle. This is Mr. Wolf versus Dogman Rap Battle by the GOAT EddieFRB. Let's just like it preemptively. So this has been teased for months, and I've been really excited for this one because Eddie's. If you ask me, I think Eddie has the highest quality battles. I don't know if you can see what just popped up on my screen because it's a different tab, whatever. Yeah, highest quality battles by far. Jeez, fuck off, go away. Highest quality battles, and so I'm really excited for this. I will say though, I've watched the Bad Guys movie. It was ages ago, to be entirely fair. I've not like rewatched it or anything. I've watched the Dogman movie. I've watched it relatively recently. I remember how it goes. I've not read either the Dogman or Bad Guys books. I'm going to assume the Bad Guys one is literally just, like, the movie is the book. I'm going to hope that's what it is. However, I know about I know stuff about, like, Dave Pilkey, the guy who, you know, wrote Dogman. You know, I've read Captain Underpants, all that. I'm assuming there's going to be some references to him, like himself. I genuinely, gun to my head, I do not know who wrote about the Bad Guys. So, hey, maybe I've got this. Maybe I've got this, maybe I don't. This could be a lot of this could just be me being confused. But that's kind of the fun of it, you know? I pick up some things, I don't pick up most of it. That's kind of how my Cat in the Hat and Puss in Boots one went, so, and you guys seem to enjoy that, so fingers crossed this one goes well. Let's just get into it. The new intro, I'm not used to it yet. Not like a bad way, but like it's just so strange. Just a really strange sort of thing. Alright. And obviously, you know, the link is Dogman is a dog police officer. Mr. Wolf is like a dog-like, a bit of a loose like term, calling a wolf a dog. Is like a criminal. You know, it's like a cops and robbers dynamic. I will say I'm very curious to see what Dogman's voice is, because Dogman, you know, arguably one of his main character traits is he doesn't speak. You've got to interpret him, what he's thinking, through just what he does, you know. So I'm very curious what they do for him. Okay. 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 I really like the flow. Okay. Okay. Liking the flow. Let's go back. I'm gonna. From what I heard, I think I've got a few things. Guess who's in the furs? He's describing himself. I'm going to assume, if I remember correctly, this sort of like, in the movie at least, I think at the start the characters are kind of introducing themselves. So I think this could be referencing that. I could be entirely wrong though. You don't want to chase me, pooch. Shoot the squirrels, you know, obviously, dogs, stereotypically, chase after squirrels a lot of the time. So it's kind of like, instead of chasing me, you know, like a manhunt type thing, go chase squirrels instead. Okay. Hit the triple flipperama with the fleece. Flipperama, that's the thing. Is it in Dogman then? I didn't know it was in the Dogman books. But it's the thing that is at least in Captain Underpants, where you like flip through the pages and make like a little action scene. So hit the triple flipperama with the fleece. I'm trying to see how this like links. Maybe it continues. Okay, but judging by they defunded the police, yes, because obviously there's the whole thing like they defunded the police, all that type of shit. And so they're saying if they defunded the police, that could also link to your art style because, you know, like, love Dave Pilkey. His art is intentionally sort of made to look cheap. It's meant to look like a kid's drawing, you know. It's cheap art, you know. It's defunded. They can't afford like high quality. I actually really like that. It's a really good link there. Half human head over heels for poodles. Guess fruit for appeals to you. True blue feeling of zoozophilia. this is a book thing for Dogman. I get what he's saying with he's half dog, half man, and I'm assuming Dogman's love interest is a dog. So then technically there's some zoophilia in there. I'm assuming from what I'm gathering, Zuzu is the name of the poodle the Dogman likes. So it's like zoophilia, linked to like zoophilia. I'm assuming that's what it is. That's just like me inferring from a bit of context. Obviously. Yep, so how Dogman was created was through, there's an explosion, that, I guess not killed, but like heavily injured, both, a policeman himself and his dog, and so they worked together, and so in doing so, they let off a bomb, in like, a major city, so like, that's quite obviously a crime, but they weren't really charged for it, they just kind of got off, apart from the fact that they, lost a lot of their features, which I don't know. I think that's a fair trade-off. But no, I obviously get what they're saying. I really like the beat. And when I say I gathered the team and got a jump on police and hit a lick on the chief, it's pretty different. Okay, so yeah, let me hear that one more time. Okay, so crime you committed. And when I said I gathered... Okay, so I think what he's saying is like... Oh, so when you did this thing, you were fine. But when I did this thing, it's bad. I think that's the main idea of what he's saying. Okay. Really like the flow there. The only thing you snatched is pity the cat's cradle. Did him just like his whiskers. Took one off his side later. I do remember he took off one of his whiskers. I don't remember the exact context. Oh, you're saying he took Pete's kid? Okay. Fuck it, I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, okay. Hats off. Had to put you on the news half-wit. Half dog, half man. 100% pig. So we're saying half-wit, not very intelligent. Half dog, half man. Still 100% pig, though, obviously. That's what people refer to cops as in a negative light. Okay, then. Okay. 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 Let's go back. That was a shorter verse. That was a way shorter verse. So, okay, that's probably because a lot of it was spent, setting this up, which I'm gonna be honest. Did they really say anything, this-wise? Interrupt this blooper to bring you an exclusive. Interrupt this blooper. I guess it's saying, because, obviously a blooper's, like a mistake sort of thing in, a cinematography. It's kind of we're interrupting, this, messed up thing, in a sense, Just calling his verse bad. Okay. And obviously this is the reporter from Dogman, so it's kind of mimicking those segments. I'm assuming there's segments in the books that are like this. Okay. Okay. Does he say super? I don't remember him doing that in the movie. I feel like that I know my who made that film? Was it DreamWorks? I know those big companies. They milk the fucking catchphrase. I don't know. Does he say super? He doesn't speak. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, your gang stuck in handcuffs. Just true. I don't think they got arrested at the end of the film. They got arrested at some point during it. Make the whole crowd and put your hands up. Make the whole crowd and put your hands up. Oh, okay, hands up as in a sort of a concert in a way that's supporting the artist that's playing on stage, because they're listening to Dogman right now, but also put your hands up as in being arrested. Okay, fair enough. Whether it's a guinea or the fuzz you screw with, when up against the piggies you huff puffed and blew it. Okay, yeah, referencing to you know, the big bad wolf, the old Little Piggy story. You huffed and puffed and blew it. Blew it as in like messed something up. You know, because he was chased by the police, he got caught basically, but also like blew it, blowing down the house. Okay. Tell me who's the halfway with the crew straight lace. When you got double crossed by a dude named Snake, you know, got double crossed by a dude named Snake. Snakes in fiction are typically these like deceitful creatures. You can even like link it to the Bible and whatnot. They're these deceitful creatures, all that type of shit. And so it's kind of like, this guy was named Snake. How did you fall for it? You know, it was right there. It was, the hint was in his name. You know. Okay. I mean, it's like, I'll be doing this fun thing. You'll be doing this bad thing. Okay. Bit of a lackluster verse, I won't lie. But you know what? He'll come back. He has the last verse. He's gonna come back. Okay. 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 Oh, okay, they're doing this thing. Okay, I'll let him play a little bit more. Okay, I'll go back. He's there, Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol, obviously the show with like the little police dog. Is it just police? I think it's like different facets of like, what's it, like helplines, right? I don't know. The little helpful dog guys, linking Dogman to them. Stick to acting as living spray for Scholastic. I feel like that's like what Scholastic, you know, Scholastic Book Fair, stuff like Dogman. Those types of books are typically the ones that are promoted because that's the ones that people really care about. All the other books no one really buys. It'll be like the Dogman books, and that'll be really. I think I went to a Scholastic Book Fair once and I bought one of these like Pokemon encyclopedias, which is really stupid because the internet is right fucking there. But okay, but yeah, no, like. Basically saying that like the only reason you're around is to keep your books keep, you know, Scholastic, you know, alive, surviving as a business. Okay. No showed by Al, can't go home to Alice. You hired Young Gravy because you flow like molasses. I am not getting any of that. They started throwing in like names that's not Dogman or PT or Chief. They said Alice, and I don't know who Alice is. That's not real. That's not real, Eddie. That's not a real guy. You gotta fix your script. I'll give the whole industry some cannery, bro. You gave up your soul for your film to stand on its own. Okay. Well, oh, hi. You gave up your soul. I'm assuming that's kind of like. You gave up some of the soul of a movie so they could stand on its own, because obviously, like, I feel that's something with, like, movie industries where, like, they have less soul to sort of make it, like, easier to, like, sell them, in a sense. You know, there's, like, less risk being taken. I'm assuming that's what I was saying. That, I could be insanely wrong there. Because DreamWorks needed Aquafina just to get the web story, because Aquafina, my goat, voices the little, like, spider person. And so, like, webs, you know, is in, like, internet, webs is in, like, spider webs, but also that spider, like, works, like, hacking and whatnot, you know, like, sort of, like, the links to, like, an internet there. Okay, that's good. I'd throw the book at you if anybody had a copy. Okay. Because, I mean, I'd never heard of, like, the Bad Guys book until, like, the film came out. And even then, I thought it was just, like an original IP. I didn't know about the Bad Guys book until I saw it in conversation, you know? Oh, if you just have to let the book. Okay, that's cool. I like that. That probably means there's going to be references to the book itself, which means I'm fucked, so. Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on, let's go back. But if you want to book me, I'm thinking this crook should. So book me is in, like, you know, like sort of like a reservation to, like, talk to my guests. But also book it as in, like, running. You know, crooks run away from criminals. I mean, police. I'm assuming there's some sort of connection there. I should call you Marmalade because you're making me look good. Oh, I don't know. That's. Again, marmalade's not a real thing. Eddie, I don't know it, therefore it's not real. Okay, you got your wire. Okay, this bit I know. You got your wires crossed and blew the fuse together. You know, because that's how it happened, right? They had the bomb. There was a bomb on a roof, and they tried to like cut the wires. They didn't know which wire to cut, so they just cut a random one and prayed. Obviously, that didn't work. The fuse blew. That doubled your stupidity. You know, you fused Dogman and the police together. Both weren't that intelligent in the first place, and then you fuse them together. They're even dumber. When you fuse together, you know, blew your fuse together. Great wordplay. Somehow stitch your body back up, but never your broken life. You know, just self-explanatory. Now you're stuck wallowing in dog days and lonely nights. You know, dog days. You know, or is a pretty common like saying, you know, and that's like sort of like how at least the movie it goes. Like it starts off, you know, like Dogman's like all on his own in like his little house, which is a dog house, but it's got like rooms in it. So that's well, I would own that. I reckon. He's in one of those, and you know, as the movie goes on, when he actually has like PD and whatnot, he, you know, is it no Lil Pity? So not PD, Lil Pity, PD. He's not alone anymore. It's basically how it is. You're chasing your own tail. Let me throw your girl a bone. Obvious, you know. Your separation was warranted because nobody was home, and that's kind of linking to like, I think it was like near the start of the movie where like he goes back to his house and there's just like no one there, you know. Okay. He's cooking. I think it's Dogman's turn now, right then? Okay. Okay. Okay, let me go back. Maybe I think I missed it. I think I'm not getting this. Uh-oh. I'm top dog, you know, top dog. Like, sort of like superior. And I'm felling the felon that's stepping up. Felling the felon, that's quite a nice rhyme scheme there. I don't really get it like that. Pretending he fell in line. The second he fell in love, yes. So, I'm pretty sure in the movie, you know, the part of the whole thing is like he tries to improve, you know, as like a person, mainly due to his love interest being, I don't remember exactly what it is. It's like, it's something like to do with the police. She's like somewhat like high up there, like something to do with the law, something like that, if I remember correctly. I think. I'm Diane to fetch bandits, you know, Diane. I'm assuming her name is Diane. His love interest, that is. Crimson paw, catcher red-handed. Crimson is a shade of red. Crimson paw hand, red-handed, crimson paw. Okay. You're all bark, purple, lazy, easy. Forget Dogman. Okay, you're all bark, no bite type of thing, you know. Just saying, like, you're all this, you're all that. You're not actually, like, a threat. You're caught up on purse, lady. I'm assuming that's, like, a character from the book. Silent, then he gets distracted by a squirrel. Okay. I'm assuming that battle would have went way harder if I was a little bit more knowledgeable. Sorry, I'm not even... Sorry. I'm not doing my thing where I thank literally everyone. Thank you to... oh my god, longest level... Oh my god, it just changed. Fucking hell, ref. Longesto Lova as Mr. Wolf. EddieFRB is Dogman, and then it switches down here to King Spirals to Sarah Hassoff. Written by EddieFRB, directed by EddieFRB, animation by Terminal Repo, animation by BMB, editing by Rabbi, editing by EddieFRB again, mixing by Fresher Canal, mastering by Fresher Canal, production by Meantime, arrangement by EddieFRB, BGs, backgrounds, oh my god. There was BMB in there. BMB, Warp, Cynthia Eguia Rocha. I definitely butchered that. Jetartist. Wan. Special thanks to Josiah Games TV. BB Panzu. Dave Pilkey, of course. Aaron Baby. I think that's the guy. That's the guy who wrote the thing. I know it now. I do really like the beat on this one. It's very mellow. It's quite soothing in a way, but it's still got that like upbeat to it. I really like it. It does give off that like sort of I guess like crime sort of feel, you know, sort of like a mafia like sort of beat in a way, you know. I do quite like it. I do quite like it. Any teaser? Come on, give me a teaser, Eddie. You got 4 seconds. Make me happy. Come on. Fucking dickhead. Alright. Alright. I'll look at some of the comments specifically because I did not catch all this, so I wanna see if there's like anybody like breaking down something that I've completely missed. Just random scenes and goodness. Yeah, I noticed that I will say the animation I really like in this one. It's sort of it definitely does feel more like it's got like sort of like a story being told through it, you know? You got like Mr. Wolf, you know, he's like, you know, just like normally like right here, you know, and then like Dogman comes in and like Mr. Wolf is like incorporated in this in scenes with like the jail here. Then it's sort of like he breaks out, goes to a bank, you know, which the bank is like the like walking buildings from like the Dogman universe, and then you got like Dogman showing up here. You know, it's got like a sort of like story to it, which I do always quite like when the animation isn't just like this is a cool scene that's happening. It's actually got like some sort of, you know, I guess sort of purpose behind it. Let's see, it's the most influential appearance of Mr. Wolf's original design. Was a fire opening line. That's tell me by the please. I need. Is it Lupus? Is it Dr. House Lupus? Is that the joke? Please, I love my Dr. House. Please tell me that's the joke. Honestly, the best part of was the Sarah Oppenheimer. Like, damn, that was exciting. I did quite like that. I feel like if there's like a couple things like thrown in there like this wise, I think it was like a lot better. It's still a great segment, you know, having that like build up and then you get Dogman in there. I quite like it. Be on this one sounded like classic. Yep. You don't want to chase me, push squirrels. Stop rapping to chase squirrels. Yep. Judging by your art, they defined the police like that as well. Okay, I think I've caught the main ones. I think I've caught it. You know, I think I've gotten the main things. And I will say another thing, the soul one. I'm assuming that's also referencing like there was like soul in sort of like the unique art style, and they traded it for just like sort of like basic animation. It's still a good looking movie. It's sort of more like normal, I suppose I would say it. So then, I think that's all I have to say. Declaring a winner, for me, it's just it's Mr. Wolf by a long shot. It's not even close. If I've interpreted this bit correctly, I didn't really like react as well because it took me a while to like interpret it. But this is fucking hell, right? Fucking hell. And you've also got the what's it? No, this wasn't anything too huge. It's this bit that's why I quite like. I think this wolf kind of cooks. Don't go for another fight, you know, solid. I think this was definitely worth the wait. I think the backgrounds especially, obviously animation, you know, always good, but the backgrounds especially in this one I really like. You know, this like I feel like a lot of the time it changes sort of like art style to fit what it is. Like this is Dogman, you know, like it's a more sort of like basic backgrounds. It's kind of more just like shapes and whatnot. But then you've got Mr. Wolf sort of settings with like these pretty extravagant looking like backgrounds, you know, to kind of fit how that film was stylized, you know. So I think honestly my favorite bit about this was probably the animation and the backgrounds specifically. I really like it, and also the beat's just solid, you know. It's always quite good. I think that's it though. 7 days late. We'd love to see it. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to become a little screw that I'll use to build my next table with. And with that said, fucking see ya.